Welcome. My name is Dayle Smith, and I'm the Dean of our College of Business Administration. On behalf of Loyola Marymount University, the College of Business Administration, and our Institute for Business Ethics and Sustainability, I'm delighted to welcome you to the centennial edition of the International Business Ethics and Sustainability Case Competition, fondly referred to as IBESC. This year marks a milestone not only for our College of Business Administration as we celebrate 100 years of educating business leaders, but also for this competition, which has grown into a truly global convening of students, faculty, judges, and mentors who believe that business must and can be a force for good. This competition is inextricably linked to our school mission, which we share with students, faculty, staff, and stakeholders around the world as we aspire to advance knowledge and develop business leaders with moral courage and creative confidence to be a force for good in the global community. Now, before going further, I'd like to express my deep gratitude to the many people who make IBESC possible year after year with their support. To our sponsors, judges, faculty, and coaches around the world, thanks for your belief in the power of ethical leadership and your continued investment in student learning and global dialogue. To our director and faculty colleague, Dr. Jeff Thies, whose leadership at the Institute for Business Ethics and Sustainability continues to shape IBESC as a program of substance, of rigor, and global relevance. And to Jeff's team, Assistant Director Sheree Koo, and the staff who join her behind the scenes, often invisibly, but always indispensably. Let me now switch gears for a moment because I'd like to acknowledge the moment we're in. Around the world, we are witnessing profound uncertainty, geopolitical conflict, humanitarian crises, environmental stress, and deep social divides. Many of you are joining us from regions directly affected by these realities. So let me say this clearly. We see you, we value your voices, and we are so grateful that you are here. At a time when division can feel overwhelming, IBESC stands as a reminder of what global community looks like in practice. Students from around the world coming together to engage respectfully, rigorously, and courageously with the most pressing ethical and sustainability challenges of our time. And for me, this competition has always been more than about winning. It's about learning to sit with complexities, to weigh competing stakeholder interests, and to ground innovation in values, recognizing that the most durable solutions require collaboration across borders, disciplines, and multiple sectors. And that's why the presence of our judges and the mentors matters so deeply, and why the work you're doing here matters even more. There's a sentiment I return to each year at this time, because for me, it so clearly captures the spirit of IBESC and the promise of gatherings like this. The sentiment comes from anthropologist Margaret Mead, who famously said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." IBESC is living proof of that truth, because each case that you present, each question you'll wrestle with, and each solution you propose reflects a belief that thoughtful, committed people can make a difference. Your work speaks to the idea that global challenges are not someone else's responsibility, deferred to another generation or another sector. In fact, as explorer and environmental advocate Robert Swan once reminded us, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Well, your presence here today tells me you don't believe that. Instead, you represent a generation that understands interdependence, that ethical leadership and sustainability and long-term value creation are inseparable. A generation willing to challenge assumptions, to innovate with purpose, and to imagine systems that serve not only markets, but people and planet. As a dean, an educator, and as someone who spent her career working with global academic and business leaders, I can say this with confidence. The hope we need right now is already in this virtual room. So as you compete, I encourage you to listen generously, question boldly, and learn from one another. Take full advantage of the remarkable mentors and judges who are joining us. And remember that the conversations you begin here do not end with this competition. They are part of a much longer arc of impact. And importantly, it's my fervent hope that that these conversations, they're shaping who you are becoming as you transition from a student to the next chapter of your life and as a leader. Let these moments transform who you are as a leader and how you will lead. And thank you so much for being part of the IBESC legacy. Thank you for your courage, your curiosity, and your commitment. I wish you all a meaningful, challenging, and inspiring competition. Welcome to IBESC.